I've been a Mavs fan my whole entire life since I've been a baby. This is the worst moment in the history of my life. This is ridiculous. This is crazy, man. We went to the NBA Finals. Why are we trading the best player, the franchise player? How are we trading the franchise player? We went to the NBA Finals. He's supposed to have a statue. Hell yeah. He's supposed to have a statue. Dirk got a statue right there. It's supposed to be Luka right there. Why we don't got a statue for Luka? This new management is putting profit over fans. Profit over fans. Feel me? They're not worried about the fans. They don't care that we've invested 7 years of it believing in Luka, believing in building a team around Luka. They don't care about that. They just want to make their gambling money, make a couple $100 million, and leave us stuck out here. You know, now we're back to square one. We're back to square zero. You feel me? It's ridiculous. Luka filled that stadium. Who gonna fill it now? Who gonna fill that stadium now?
Like I said, I was upset. I was confused because, like, in my head, I'm thinking to myself, like, what is your mindset, right? Like, why would you trade Luka? And if you are to trade Luka, why would you not get the best trade package available for him? That was just such a horrible perspective. That's just such a horrible trade. Like, at least make it make sense. You know what I mean? Make it at least a decent trade. But that was just a terrible trade. Hate this. Hate everything about it. I hope Luka goes crazy on us. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm done with the Mavs right now, bro. It's done.
These guys, this Nico, they finished with my dreams. Okay. And this place, the American Airlines, the Mavericks, this was my safe place. And now I have nothing. Basically, they screw up the best sport thing in Dallas. I'm so sad, man, for real. I'm sad and disappointed.
Mr. Luka, if you're listening to us, Mr. Luka Doncic, this is not from us. Mr. Luka, you were supposed to stay here for forever. We love you, Luka. Like kids were supposed to watch you. Like kids, this was supposed to be their childhood, Luka. We love you, Luka. Please come back to us. Once you don't re-sign to Los Angeles, please come back to us. We love you here, Luka.
There's no precedent for this in the history of the NBA, that you don't trade a 25-year-old MVP candidate in his prime for a 32-year-old made of glass and a single pick. We just went to the finals last year. It's not like we missed the playoffs. It's not like we lost in the first round. And they could win every game the rest of the season and win the championship, and it wouldn't really matter because all of the emotional value and in that journey just got sucked away.
Welcome back. It is a new day. We thank the good Lord it's a new day. Thank God it is a new day. So good to see you. Thanks for stopping by again. This story right here, I don't even know the right word to use. Luka, the Dallas Mavericks, has been traded to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis. Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis. I don't know what to think about this. I did not see this coming. I would never have thought this would ever happen. My, oh my, oh my. I don't know what to say, but I think I will have some comments as we go on. Now, I want you to listen to what Charles Barkley thinks of this trade. This is crazy. What we just watched as the Dallas Mavericks fans, they took to the streets. They're not having it. They say they are upset. How could you trade our future player? Luka, how could you? They are upset. I don't know what you think. I am shocked. Truly, truly shocked. I don't even know why they would even want to do that. But let's listen to what Charles Barkley's got to say, and then I'll put my own thoughts as well, and then we can just wrap this up. Please put your comments in the comment section below. This is a crazy, crazy, crazy story. Okay, let's go.
I think the most shocking thing about this trade is a couple things. Number one, you never trade stars for stars. I'm trying to remember, I've been in the NBA for 40 years. Normally when you trade a star, you get a bunch of junk back. This is the first time I can remember where you got two all-NBA players traded for each other. I mean, obviously, I don't remember every trade, but I'm trying to think. You guys got a great staff there behind the scenes. I don't remember the last time we traded probably never will you traded an all-NBA player for an all-NBA player. So that's probably, and the second thing is, Normally, when stars get traded, you hear a lot of rumblings, and you just put them up for the highest bidder. So I think those are the two first aspects of this trade that are shocking. Star for star, and normally, like, they didn't go for the highest bidder. They went for a quick deal, and it was over. Well, in fairness, they got a hell of a player. Anthony Davis is an all-NBA player. Like, that kind of goes back to what I said earlier. Like, if they take another deal, they might get a bunch of draft picks and a couple role players. They got an all-NBA player back. So they, unless you get Joker, Giannis, I'm trying to think, all NBA players.
Embiid be the only other guy, but you're not taking Embiid.
Nah, he's always
No,
hurt.
you're not taking Embiid with his injury history. So
Yeah.
they got a really good deal. Now, listen, the Mavs obviously had to make a decision this summer whether to give him 5 years, $350 million. That's a lot of money to give a guy you don't think can stay in shape who's always going to be hurt. And let me tell you something. The only people know Luka Doncic is the Dallas Mavericks, guys who've been with him for years or who are around him every day. He's a great player. He's a great player. But all us talking heads, they know something. They must know something we don't know. Because, listen, he's been hurt. Everybody complains about his conditioning. But once you give a guy 5 years, $350 million, y'all are stuck together for life. So this is going to be a great trade to see what happens the next X amount of years. I think the Mavericks are a win. Because, listen, I don't know who the second best team in the West is. The Oklahoma City Thunder are terrific. But I actually think, in my opinion, the Mavs are in that conversation as the second best team there right now. And the Lakers got what they wanted. They got a superstar going forward. I do think this kind of sets the end to, like, the LeBron James making all the decisions. They're like, hey, we love you, LeBron, but we're going to start what's doing best for the Lakers.
Yep.
That's what I got out of this trade from a Lakers standpoint. Because I don't know if they didn't come tell LeBron, because, number one, Clutch Sports is Anthony's agent. But it seems like to me they're like, hey, you know what? LeBron's on his last legs.
He is.
Let's start getting us a star for the future. And it's going to be fun to talk about this trade, sit back and watch who wins the trade. I think both teams have to win a championship to say they won the trade. Both teams have to win. The only way you can win this trade if you win the championship. Like I saw Nico say, they probably got a 3 to 5 year window because Kyrie's great, Anthony's great, and they got a really good team down there. The only downside with Luka being 25, they probably got a 10-year window. But whoever wins the championship is going to be the winner of this trade, plain and simple.
Wow. Just a couple of things for me. I totally agree with Chuck. It's a hell of a trade. But I think, as shocking as it is, as shocking as this is, I think they knew this all along. You know, they talk about, well, why didn't you shop him around and shop around this? I think they knew they were going to do this all along. That's why it was so quick. It was so abrupt. Boom. They knew they were going to do this. Now, what do I think of the trade? Let's start with the Lakers. LeBron typically plays the point guard. Luka is a point guard. In their games, honestly, they kind of almost fit each other because they're very slow. They hold the ball. They ball hug, right? They back up. I don't really like their style of point guard, to be quite honest with you. I like the fast ball moving type of point guards. For me personally, I'm not a fan. Luka is a solid player. He solid, but I'm just not. His game is just slow for me. I can't. I can't. You know what I'm saying? LeBron is the same way. He just holds the ball too long. Now you got those two ball hugs, or whatever you want to call them. Ball huggers. I don't even know what we want to call them. How is that going to work? Which makes me believe what Chuck is saying. They're already kind of phasing LeBron out of Lakers. And I think they should, because LeBron is, to me, this really should be his final year. If I were him, I would just make this my final year. I'll be out. Leave with dignity. So on the Lakers side, I don't know how that's going to work. On the Dallas side, I have never really been a fan of Anthony Davis. I'll tell you why. He just seems very weak. He's always hurt. He's not tough. I think the last time I really liked Anthony Davis and really respected his game was when he was with New Orleans. Actually, that's where I noticed him. He was a killer at that team. He was solid. He was aggressive. After the trade to the Lakers, I just feel like his game changed. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe LeBron happened to him. I don't know. Somebody's got to tell me that. But his game has changed. He's so, fragile, so weak. I don't know. And he's always hurt. So I don't really know how this is going to play out. Maybe that will be a good match for Kyrie. And that kind of sets Kyrie in one position, the point guard, instead of having to kind of float between 1 and 2. When Luka is on the floor, he goes to the 2 and that type of stuff. So I think that will be good for Kyrie, but it all depends on how hungry AD is. Anthony Davis, that is. He's 32 now. I mean, he's won a championship, so I don't think he's really that hungry. He doesn't play, to me, like he is hungry. But we got to find out. But for Luka, I don't know. I guess the Lakers are trying to start looking ahead, phasing LeBron out and saying, hey, we need another superstar. And certainly they weren't going to be building the team around Anthony Davis. That is not happening. I don't see how that is happening. So they needed something else, but they needed a punch and a real superstar. And they got Luka, I guess. And I think it's good for the game. We needed something like this. I wasn't expecting it, though. I was not expecting this trade. I woke up and I said, what in the world just happened here? Hey, please put your comments in the comment section. Do you think this was a win-win trade or a lose-lose trade? I believe the Lakers just wanted another superstar as the face of the team, as LeBron is being phased out. I think that mattered to them because Lakers has always been, it's the Lakers, man. You got to have somebody in the limelight, a superstar. You can't just have mediocre on the Lakers team. It ain't happening. So they got to have one. And I guess they pulled it off. We'll find out. Please put your comments in the comment section below. Let us know what you think about this trade. Chuck, sorry, you weren't included on that email. As we weren't as well. But I'm just looking forward to seeing what happens here. So, hey, we're about to wrap this up, and you know how we like to do it. We just like to remind ourselves that we always remember we got one life with many seasons, so let's make the best of it. I'll be coming back with more pieces. I will definitely be following the story. If you haven't, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you soon. You take care now. God bless you. I'll be back. Take care now.